The wind rumbled like a freight train as it tore through the alley above their heads. Or maybe it was like a coyote, a huge and hungry beast, hunting them. 11-year-old Colt Evans tried to push that thought out of his mind. Doesn't pay to give in to the fear. They only beat you harder when you give in to the fear. Better to think about the good things. He had a sturdy piece of cardboard under him, a blanket tented over him. The dumpster beside him, even though it stank, kept off most of the wind and hid them both from the street gangs and the cops. Best of all, he had Ryder McGee on the other side of him. He and Ryder were best friends. No, they were brothers. Blood brothers since last night. He looked over at Ryder now. His brother's black eye was nearly healed. That bruise marked the beginning for them. He'd come upon Ryder a couple of days ago, being beat on by two older bastards, likely teenagers thinking the skinny Ryder made an easy target. Colt had beat them off with a pipe he'd found lying in the alley. He and Ryder had a lot in common. Colt had lit out from the dive his mother lived in a couple of months ago when her latest boyfriend had used him as a punching bag. His mom had been too stoned to care and likely didn't miss him one bit. Ryder had been in a similar fix, only it wasn't just a punching bag his mom's dealer wanted to use Ryder for. So Ryder had left home too, the same day Colt had met him. El Paso began to settle in for the night around them. "That was good stuff you got for us," Ryder said. "Yeah, it was all right." Colt had scored them dinner from a restaurant over on Lee Trevino. The manager there took pity on him and would give him some food every once in a while. Guess it made the man feel all righteous. Colt didn't care about that as long as he had something to eat. Tonight, at least, they weren't hungry. "You know all the best places," Ryder said. "I'm going to learn about the best places too, and we'll find more places, won't we, Colt?" "You bet. So what do you think of life on the street so far?" "It sucks, but it's better than what my old lady and her dealer had in store for me." Beside him, Ryder shivered, and Colt knew it was from more than just the cold. "Yeah, it sucks. But you know what? Someday we're going to have a real home, a home of our own where no one will tell us what to do or beat on us. And we're going to have lots of money and lots to eat. We'll never be cold again. We'll own our own business, and folks will look up to us and respect us." "You think we're going to do all that?" "Bet your ass. You figure we might even get married someday?" Colt shook his head. "Nah. You get married, then you have to live separate. We're brothers for life, no matter what. Remember?" "Course I remember. But maybe we don't have to. Live separate, that is. Maybe we can marry the same woman. Then we'd be a real family, wouldn't we?" Colt thought about this some. "Seems to me," he said at last, "that when you're grown up, you can do any damn thing you want." At least that had been his experience so far. "So yeah, why the hell not? We'll make that one of our goals." "Yeah, why the hell not?" Ryder echoed. Colt hunkered down and pulled the musty blanket Ryder had filched from his place closer around them both. Ryder wasn't as tough as Colt yet, so Colt would watch over him. But he would be, and soon, he bet. Colt wouldn't think about if his dreams would ever come true. He'd only think about what his life would be like when his dreams came true. His mother was 36. He nodded once. Decision made. He and Ryder would have all they dreamed of having by the time they were 36. Why the hell not?